the last few years, we've been spending a lot of time talking specifically about the arming of domestic administrative branch federal agents. Not the military, but places like the IRS, Homeland Security, the Department of Justice, that sort of thing. Even the Department of Education and the Railroad Board are arming themselves. So there was some numbers that came up back in 2013 that was brought up by a representative from Oklahoma and a representative from Oregon that asked Homeland Security, why did you just purchase 1.6 billion rounds of ammo? And some estimates are over 2 billion rounds of ammo. Now, once that came up, of course, there had to be some accountability and some accounting taking place. And according to the Government Accountability Office, there was no 1.6 billion rounds of ammo. As a matter of fact, they only counted 159 million rounds of ammo. So the question mark came up, well, what is it these representatives saw? What did they see? Because this has essentially been supposedly debunked. And it could be that somebody just had a decimal point in the wrong, or a comma in the wrong place, or a decimal point in the wrong place. That would make more sense, because 160 million is just one comma away from 1.6 billion. But what Homeland Security had said was that, they need this ammo for their officers because their officers need to be able to shoot at least 2,000 to 5,000 rounds of ammo every year for practice. So those numbers don't add up either, and that's kind of why I'm making this video, because if you look at the actual numbers, Homeland Security leads the way with armed administrative officers. They have 70,000 armed officers. Accompanying with the DOJ, which has 69,000 armed officers. So you're looking at, between the two, roughly about 139,000 armed officers. Now those numbers don't add up either, because if you divided all that ammo between all those officers, roughly what you have is about a little over 1,000 rounds per officer. So if each officer is shooting 2,000 to 5,000 rounds, really what you're looking at is the need for about 300 to 400 million rounds per year. And each year they're claiming to be replenishing these need of 400,000 rounds a year with another additional 150 million rounds. So neither one of these numbers are adding up. And that's kind of what this video is about, is to kind of take a second, well, the 1.6 billion doesn't make sense. And the 160 million doesn't make sense. So what is it exactly the Homeland Security is doing with their ammo? Because if they're really training their officers like they say they're training, and then they're saying they have as much ammo as they say they don't have enough ammo. They don't have nearly enough ammo. I mean, I trained one time with a small group of people over just a 3 or 4 day period of time, and I went through 1,000 rounds like nobody's business. And I'm not an armed officer. I don't need advanced training like they should be having. So it kind of really brings up what's happening with Homeland Security and the Department of Justice ammo. Because they're almost saying they have too little while they're saying they have enough. And then we have representatives from Oregon and Oklahoma saying they have way too much. So I think overall, the Government Accountability Office really needs to take a deeper dive into this and find out what exactly is going on with Homeland Security ammo. Any thoughts or insight on that? Definitely put that below. I'd like to take a moment. Most people that watch this channel are not subscribers to this channel. Please take a moment and hit that subscribe button. It greatly increases the algorithm and our ability to get our message out. That link is below. The most important part of this channel, we take prayer requests. Please don't ever hesitate to send that in. Thank you for watching this episode of God, Family, and Guns. And as always, love God, love your family, love guns.